Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the BYU Cougars and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. We can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Cougars kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So,
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Martin. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Right side, it's Phillips. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Cuts it upfield. It's Martin. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Rolls right. Fires on the move. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right?
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from the gun. Running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeps it, looking for the edge. There he goes. Enough to move the chains. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Quarterback on the keeper. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Knowles are in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Unloads it left. And it's picked off right at the goal line. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Powers inside. Sweet cut there. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
And the Cougars are rolling down the field. Defense showing blitz here. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He unleashes a long one. Leaping grab for a big gain. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Takes the easy completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Choice. You can break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Buys time to his left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Got the back over the middle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Turns up, it's Bachmeier. Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On target. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Changing the routes with his receiver. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. He's taking the shot. Goes high to pull it in. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. Finds the tight end down the gut. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's back on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Buying time to his right. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it! A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the number 21 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's Georgia Southern able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Knowles! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the back. Jumped on top of the pile.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes. Plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
BYU lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button, ready to run another play.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Now you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with the offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
Hits the hole. It's Martin. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Casper. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Running inside, it's Phillips. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof. You You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and turnover on downs.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. You can't take a sack. You can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds. The clock keeps ticking.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Trying to get the corner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Noles headed quickly to the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that race.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. Fires to the wideout. And he almost had a pick.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Hits inside. It's Martin. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guy, running to the football, nowhere to go.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. FSU calling its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. They want to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. Makes a man miss. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's fourth down.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up fourth down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense. He keeps the drive alive.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Just keep slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back open in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Martin. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
You just can't say enough about how this defense has played today. They came in here, David, as the underdog. They wanted to prove everybody wrong. They got turnovers today, and they get a massive stop at the end of the game when they need it most. Just can't say enough about the D.
Man, they were the underdogs, but this defense, they thought they could play fast. They thought they could cause some havoc, and they did. And how about this at the end of the game? When you needed it the most, they called game. They got the big stop, came up crucial in crucial moments.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw one first. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wants to throw and not much time to work with. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.